everybody.
No. The, shift your position a little bit.
Mine?
Yes. Try to get to a better location. Your
Tell
audio...
me when it's better.
Audio's perfect there.
Okay.
Give me one moment. I need to grab a drink of water.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Say something.
Everybody.
Shift your position again.
We're in the land of the Manzai. I'm here.
Your audio constantly shifts from drive-through to good.
Okay.
And
I don't know what to tell you. Not moving around.
I don't know if they...
Why don't we play the game and see what we can do, okay?
What do you guys think? In the audience, what do you guys think?
I think we should play.
I want to hear your input, chat. Okay, Gwen can hear us both okay.
Great, so let's get going, babe.
Okay, let's try it like this. And you can see the game okay?
Now I can see the game, no problem.
And now your audio is good again.
Okay, let's go.
And now your audio is bad again.
Okay, let's go.
And I'm also turning the AC up because I'm sweating like crazy.
Is it warm in the land of the Manzai?
Yep. Oh, hey Arthur. We're gonna try it with this audio for now. I will work with her next time to see if we can figure out why this is happening, why the audio keeps switching between drive-through and not drive-through. But let's just go for now. We've been at this for about a half hour.
Yes, let's go for it.
Alright, what do you think is gonna happen?
Somebody's gonna get killed.
It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Holy shit!
Is that Edward?
Yes! So Edwards is a killer now. Someone wasn't happy with their Secret Santa gift.
You know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
No, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course. Except I've been slacking off lately.
I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring water.
Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something?
What did you get?
So much for the rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Oh, boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
The water pressure's kind of low in that shower.
You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose?
You see it, Nick?
Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder! Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. The suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edwards, age 24. Edwards was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away?
Well,
Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Maya!
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
Bet you didn't expect this.
I did not expect this at all. It is a major surprise to me.
That Edgeworth is a murderer?
Yeah, I don't know, something's fishy. Let's move.
You know, I think it's developing a light fluster.
I'll look at your bags later, Nick. We've got to work to do.
I suppose you're right. But come on, it's the badge! Before we go out, let's just take a look around. Mia's favorite plant, his name is Charlie. Maya has gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. I can see the bellboy getting the angle of that screwdriver in the drawer just right. Maya bought in a poster of the Steel Samurai the other day. We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on the wall. What would you do if you went into a law office and saw a poster for a show like that?
It'll be cool, I don't know.
You wouldn't think that was unprofessional?
Probably a little bit, but you know.
Do you know any lawyers who might do something like that?
There was a lawyer I knew whose office was filled with ducks. All kinds of ducks.
I am assuming rubber and not live.
Rubber ducks. But the whole office his whole office was filled with all different shapes and sizes of rubber ducks, yes.
That is...
Plastic ducks, stuffed ducks, toy ducks. That's funny, I haven't thought about him for years.
Oh, that's a good line. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. What?
What to do?
I mean, we could just talk, yeah? Well, what should we do?
No, let's go. Let's go someplace. Let's investigate. Me and Maya on the same page. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we?
I guess it comes with the territory. Does it, Mom? Does it come with the territory? Since
You're a criminal defense attorney, you are going to the jail often, yes. Absolutely.
But have you ever been on the other side?
No.
Because they're talking about, because Maya has been accused of murder, Phoenix has been accused of murder, and now Edgeworth has been.
Well, that's true, but look, I think going to the detention center, any criminal defense attorney goes there.
So tell me about the
Not
time.
a choice.
So tell us about the time you were accused of murder.
Never. Bye.
Never? But aren't you a lawyer? It comes with the territory.
Nah, wrong territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. See, she's on my side.
You didn't get caught. That's the thing.
I guess so.
Hey, Edwards, come back! What are you doing here?
Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood.
Hasn't everybody been accused of murder? Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing?
Nick, should we be laughing?
Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and I'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth. We don't have so much free time that we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. What an odd exchange. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hot up. Not yet.
What do you mean by that?
Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never.
What happened?
Oh, I guess your audio didn't catch you saying what.
Oh, what?
My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid I'd lose. It might occur to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edward, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it?
We're gonna help you, that's what.
Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Do you agree with Edgeworth here?
Well, yes. And normally I would absolutely would, but remember, he won all 3 trials, so we've got a good track record.
Hey! Sure you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience.
Nick, he's insulting you, Nick!
I'm always the one who gets angry.
The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really...
Gordy.
Huh?
I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that?
I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. I'll tell you about Gordy when you're older, Maya.
Why? But Nick is trying to help you.
I know that. But I don't want your help, okay?
Why not?
Look, just go away and leave me alone.
Nick! Mr. Edward did it, didn't he?
Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere.
But Nick... This is where it happened.
Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, hello, a tiny goose. Oh, love the Edgeworth bowing. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Apologies for any odd audio today. It's a bit of a test stream.
Well, we're doing an international stream, so it's a little crazy.
Yep, I'm in Japan.
And I'm in New York, and we're trying to do this internationally.
Yep. Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's... Oh.
Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Ah! You're that guy, Harry Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
I want to ask him if he cut himself shaving. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say. Okay, well, we see Gumshoe. Obviously, we need to ask him an important question. Right?
Okay. What?
What do you think of my badge?
Annoying.
It's a funny running joke. That badge. You showed that badge to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show that to someone who needs it. Okay. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. Happened last night about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gold Lake. In that boat, there were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol.
And the shooter was Mr. Edward?
A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr.
You don't think Mr. Edward is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Sorry about that.
With Bob. Right. The witness says.
I care. Do you care? Ma, do you care?
I think you need to care.
Yeah, your audio just switches from... Occasionally, it just shifts to good again.
Only occasionally?
Like now it's
Mostly
good.
It's bad?
Like now it's good.
Okay.
And
I'll try to leave it here then for a little while.
well, now it just got bad again. So what I'm guessing is happening, just as a guess, it's constantly shifting from your laptop microphone to the Yeti microphone that I gave you.
You think it's going back and forth between the two mics?
Yes, that's what I'm guessing is happening.
That's just weird.
After this stream, we'll see if we can figure this out.
Okay, sorry. You really believe in it, don't you, Captain?
Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Does that happen where, like...
No.
Does that happen where, like, people are so convinced about the outcome of a trial they don't even really they don't even try to, like, actually look into it?
There are definitely defense attorneys that would tell you yes, the cops jump to conclusions and just decide it's somebody and don't look past their nose. There are definitely people that would say that.
Mm.
Usually it's the husband or the wife.
Mm. Sorry, I'm just still thinking about the duck lawyer you told us about. I want to know more, like...
Yeah, it was kind of weird, actually.
You just went to the law offices and were accosted by ducks?
And he was like, this is the thing. And he actually did a lot of house closing for us from a bunch of times. And his office was filled with all kinds of different ducks. He would buy ducks, human ducks, stuffed ducks, plastic ducks.
And
Yeah, ducks that, like, the roll, they roll, you put those cheap ones, you know what I mean?
yeah.
You round them up and they move, yeah, those kind of ducks.
Did his duck stuff, like, go out to, like, during trials?
He didn't do trials, he just did real estate.
Oh, because it would have been wonderful if, like, he went to, like, court and we were like, and, like, everything was a duck metaphor or something.
That would be pretty funny.
Judge, my client is completely innocent of any and all charges. The prosecutor there wishes to throw out bread to distract the jury. But the fact is, we give out, I'm out here to give the jury some healthy seed, to give their feathers a nice sheen.
Oh, you crazy. Oh, Mr. Maya says, go ahead.
After all the help Mr. Edwards has been to us, I have to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side.
Well, at least you're a detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edwards' case?
Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. Is that true?
It could be. I mean, I guess it could be. It definitely could be.
Cause
if you defend a high profile, but the thing is, like, as a defense attorney, you can't really go bad because most people think most defendants are guilty. So if you lose, you lose. If you win, you're on point.
Like, I guess, like, when I think of famous lawyers, I think of, O.J. Simpson's lawyer, I guess really that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there are others, but, like...
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard a news story and people be like, here's the lawyer who lost in that case.
That's what I mean. Like, most people think that defendants are mostly guilty, so if a defense attorney wins, then they're awesome. If a defense attorney loses, well, of course they lost. That's kind of how it works.
That's kind of messed up in a way.
Well, you really do hope that the prosecutor doesn't prosecute unless they have a good case, right? I mean, you really don't want people prosecuting unless there's a good, solid case.
From what I hear, that's actually the case in Japan. One of the reasons why there's such a high incarceration rate of, like, trials is that prosecutors flat out will not go to trial unless it's a 100% thing.
Yeah, slam dunks. Yeah. I think that's true. In all honesty, many prosecutors.
Even in the States?
Yeah, I do. I think in many prosecutors, yeah. They plead bargain the others away.
What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. So it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me they're gonna turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edwards helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edwards, I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, 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 over and over.
Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. We're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas.
Oh. It's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting for me for Christmas, Nick?
Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. Guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Which one?
I would start with the autopsy report.
Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Alright. Here, I'll show you how to get down to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy.
Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information.
Right. Now let's get investigating.
I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets?
I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb.
Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. That's a really funny line. I just had... Like, again, it's a line so many people miss for obvious reasons. Why would you look at this?
Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake?
Yep. Not sure it warrants a wowzers, though.
Probably not. But hey, look at the snack stand.
Samurai dogs?
I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great.
With a flame like samurai dog, how could they not be?
They're live on in times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now.
Do you remember this, Ma?
Yes. I do. I mean, like, you know...
Nope.
Wow, Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake?
Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here.
Whoa, no way. I was sure it's because the lake looked a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape?
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
Aren't all lakes gourd-shaped, technically, probably? Most of them?
Probably. Hang on.
Hmm?
Can you hear me again?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, good.
Anything
Okay.
of note to look at?
What's that on the table? There, that.
Huh, someone left some poppers here, you know? You pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. Feed them a lot around New Year's.
Hey, Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them.
Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right?
Was it obvious?
Poppers,
Take them.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go?
Into my pocket.
Classic party noisemaker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy.
What else we got here?
Anything of note?
That's a bench.
Line up of plastic benches. Get the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. Now anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this, except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog.
What's the sign say by the samurai dogs?
Hot dog stand, it's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Better read samurai dog. Somebody needs to redecorate. Probably just the menu.
Okay, let's go. It's a garbage can. in here, Nick. Look, someone's camping.
They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder.
Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they may know something about the murder.
That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent.
Wait, what was the sign said? No setting tents on fire.
I don't think they have signs like that.
Oh.
There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold.
Hey, Nick.
What? Don't tell me you're hungry again.
No. I was just wondering why their camping pots and pans are made of aluminum.
They didn't talk about that in any of the law books.
So there's no board saying they have to be made out of aluminum then?
I'm not having this conversation.
That's a silly conversation, alright. There was a camera. That's what I want to look at.
Camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. Must take pictures when triggered by noise.
Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh? Nick?
Will you stop that?
It is spoken.
Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices.
What about these things then?
The party poppers?
Well, responded.
This is a you. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see how you handle this character.
Hey, you keep your hands off of this. Oh, good.
Oh boy, let's see you do a southern accent, Ma.
Oh, you girl, get your hands off of that. Okay, Look at the sand hill. Look what's done now. There goes the whole river. Sorry. Sorry's not, but it don't pay my bills. You don't know how much roll them cost?
I'll pay you. What were you all thinking, setting off a party popper in a place like this?
What? Don't try to play stupid with me just 'cause you think I'm some country bumpkin.
So, fun fact, Ma. Obviously, in the Japanese version of this game, she is not southern, because that would make no sense.
So what is she?
In the Japanese version, I believe she's from Osaka.
Yes, the Osakans are supposed to be interesting characters, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that are... They're the goofy ones. They're the...
They're more they're nicer ones, right?
So, stereotypically, people from Kanto are usually much more business-oriented, while the Osakans and the Kansai people are more laid-back and, I guess, they're stereotypically goofy.
Kind of crazy.
Also, they love their takoyaki. It's interesting.
I guess it is.
I mean, they do have takoyaki there.
Yeah, I don't know y'all Yanks think. Let's say those certain films talk with that exaggerated draw, or they must be dumb.
Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. What the heck was that supposed to mean? Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone?
Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends?
Let's figure out what y'all gonna say. Say it for Jesus' sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of my father's drawers than listen to you stutter all day.
Oh boy. Guess we should pay her for the film.
Won't you?
Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later.
I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. This one keeps off the door. What? Don't you see I'm changing the film on the camera here? Someone, I'm not naming names, but someone used up the whole roll. Sorry,
That didn't work.
that didn't work.
I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Nope. I mean, you'd be upset too, right?
Yes, we should ask our names, don't you think?
Well, she's too angry. Only one thing to show her. This is my badge.
Huh? Aren't that supposed to be shiny and impressive? You accomplished something?
I'm a lawyer.
What? You ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I have your little undecided and I wrestled meaner looking things than you.
No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake.
A murder? Sounds cool. What did you all say in the first place? Go ahead and ask me anything you like.
Finally, some cooperation.
You two, you all can come down and hide now. I won't bite hard.
Come to think of it, where did Maya get to?
Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap in a while.
Never you mind, honey. I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Great then. I'm Lana, Lana Hart. But you all can call me Lana. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet ya.
Lotta Hart. That's quite the name.
A great name, yeah. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much on television lately. Nothing. Oh, you go.
Happened late in the night on Christmas Eve.
That's so Christmas Eve.
A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything?
Oh, let us see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one, but not sure though. Now remember, I've been watching here at this lake for good 3 days now. I see enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I've seen when. What is it you do, Lotta? Honey? Well, you don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of Heartland.
Country U.
That would be neat. Wow, you.
What do you think of Lotta? Do you like Lotta?
I do like her.
Yes, she's a research student at the university, Country U.
So I hear. So when did you come up here?
Let me see. I gotta guess it was about 3 days ago.
What do you photograph? Oh,
What are you photographing?
didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors, yes, meteor showers. I don't know if she's telling the truth.
Falling star? Why? What do you think?
I don't know. It's just weird. But I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want to know. That's quite a camera you have there.
You better. Oh, sorry.
Well, better know it. It's German made. A genuine Solingen.
Do you have any idea what a Solingen is?
Not a clue.
Me neither. Isn't that where they make knives?
What's that device you got stuck to the camera?
A device?
The camera won't go by itself when it's by my body buffer. Oh, that. That's a mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's probably to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat.
The camera's rigged to respond to noise, but it only responds to loud noise, like a party bopper.
Think a gunshot.
Anything?
Time to get out of there. No. What's the boat rental shop? We haven't been there yet.
Yep.
Nick, what is this place?
Boat rental shop closed for Christmas, it seems. Yes, a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either.
Boats? I've never ridden on a boat.
Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished?
Hey, good idea, you bet.
Let's see if Gumshoe has anything to say. Oh, I forgot about you. Do you see it?
Oh,
Do you see that spawn of the devil in the background? That horrifying
I'll sit at the
beast.
desk. Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
not the man at the desk. The creature next to the desk. Do you see that horrifying creature with the dead eyes?
The blue and yellow thing?
The dead-eyed, horrible monstrosity.
Looks like that Gumshoe isn't here.
Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting, larceny, public indecency?
No, none of those things. We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around?
Gumshoe? Oh yeah, he's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon.
Okay, we'll come back.
You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that?
Do I look like a criminal or something?
Gizmo, the chief of detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? What, he signed it? I don't believe it! Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad.
Oh, God.
Is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. Do I look like a criminal, says the chick that steals everything every case.
That's true.
I see, how nice. I'll get him assigned mascot to the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your mama could see you. Your mama could see you, you know she'd be crying. A break and spit it out, you low-life scumbag. He must be doing image training for interrogations.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Detective desk, there are computers and files on each one. They're a lot tighter than I'd expect. The detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. There were a few funny moments, but nothing of note.
Right. I think I want to go back to the detention center and try to talk to him.
Maybe he'll have something to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. He just flat out... maybe Lotta has more to say. Maybe we should... All I can think of, since Lotta seems to be the only one around.
Maybe she has something else to say.
Lotta? So your camera, it triggers one... Oh, yes, this is what you said earlier. So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises.
Yep.
Actually, the victim in this case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol.
A pistol?
Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper?
I guess it was.
Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it?
Hey. That's pretty bright.
Huh?
I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I have to listen to it myself.
Would have been a photo taken last night.
I checked it once. I don't remember if there's anything on him, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeah.
I'll go check that film. You'll come back now, here?
Your southern accent actually isn't bad at all. You even said you even said genuine.
Went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later.
Oh,
They're ready. I guess like they're still in that meeting.
hey,
Oh,
thanks for coming down, pal.
Detective Gumshoe.
We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. You know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr.
Trial, they don't even know who's dead yet.
What?
We're taking the trial tomorrow and they don't even know who's dead yet.
I mean,
Isn't that weird?
isn't... Okay, here's the question. If it seems very obvious that that someone killed someone else, is it really necessary to identify the body? Right.
Yes.
Yes, it's definitely necessary to identify the body.
Like, I mean, for the sake of the families, for sure. I guess...
No, for the sake of the trial. Somebody shot somebody. They should be like, I don't know, motive is a part of the conversation. Why they would do it is part of the conversation. You know.
Well, yeah, but you gotta keep in mind, this is Japanifornia. We need to get this done ASAP.
It's a little crazy. Anyway, go ahead. Has Edward said anything?
Not a word. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edward's human like you and me. Still. I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So they think that Mr. Edward did it.
Well, the trial is starting tomorrow as scheduled. Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go off for 1 second because my mother's calling.
Okay. Alright.
Keep moving. You can keep going.
Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe.
Trusting Edward.
All right, you're back.
I'm back, but I don't know what. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edward so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. And we never do. Ever. It's actually shocking how often we get the wrong man. That's why I worked extra hard, pal. You gotta earn that trust he places in us. What are your thoughts on What are your thoughts on Gumshoe's mentality?
Well, I think a lot of cops actually think that if they work closely with a prosecutor, they really do.
There are people like this, you think?
That work closely with a prosecutor and have a lot of faith in them, yes.
Do you know of any prosecutors whose goal is to get every defendant declared guilty?
I think every prosecutor's goal is to get every defendant declared guilty, because they don't prosecute anybody unless they think they're guilty.
That's actually an interesting thought. Because there are plenty of cases where, like, say there's someone who is very clearly guilty of something, where they're like a well-known, like a war criminal, like that's well-known, and they still get a fair trial, and they get a defense attorney who, frankly, they could never in a million years convince the world that they're actually not guilty of the crime, you know?
Yeah.
But the opposite doesn't really hold true. You never get someone where, at least outside of like kangaroo courts, where someone is being prosecuted for something that both the prosecution and the defendant knows, you know, they're not guilty.
The prosecutors don't, as a general rule, prosecute unless they think they're really guilty.
You say generally, so are there exceptions?
I'm sure there are exceptions, but I don't think it's a major exception. I think honestly, most of the time, prosecutors prosecute, the great majority of the time, prosecute because they believe somebody's truly guilty.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that. I made a copy for you. So how did they make an autopsy without IDing the body?
Really good question.
Like, I feel like it'd be hard to ID the body after the autopsy, you know?
Well, somebody should have identified the body before they did the autopsy, that's for sure. That's very crazy.
Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th, cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you.
Nick,
Huh?
can you show me that photo of the victim? That face.
Someone you know?
I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago.
Yeah, this investigation's a bit long.
Yeah, it is.
going back to?
I'm trying to figure out where to go.
Get back to the office, I think.
Office?
Get back to the office. Well, I mean, maybe to talk it through. Go try the detention center again. Actually, maybe he's there this time.
Well,
Phoenix, what is it? Oh. No, something's just been bothering me.
Could you show me that autopsy report once more?
Wait, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at office mine worked at. Maria worked at, right? And then once when I was there to hang out with sis.
office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Hello, Halftone.
Welcome back.
Weird audio issue, ahoy. Hopefully we can get it fixed before next time. You mean Grossberg's office? Yes, I finally get to speak.
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Been a while since I was here last. Mr. Grossberg is out as usual.
Hey, look at the wall.
That painting is still missing. Mia must have known about the deal with Mr. Grossberg and Red White. She kept track of all of White's extortion and blackmail rackets.
I think our Charlie is cuter.
Right. He's a really cute plant. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, if I'm not mistaken, and that letter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn.
We should put things on our client table, too.
I'm not really into smoking.
We could put out candy or gum.
Classy. I don't know. I'm actually with Maya here. I feel like a little bit of candy or something wouldn't be too bad to have at the, in a law office, right?
No, it wouldn't be bad at all. People do it all the time.
If Duckman is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arthur got free pens from a lawyer.
Yes, we do that too. Give away free pens. True.
We have like I swear, in our house, we have like 50 pens with 50 law offices I've never heard of.
That's true.
Do you just grab a pen every time you go to a law office?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yo, do you, I just have a question, Ma. Do you do the thing I've done? Hey, War Bandit Hades! Oh, people are coming in.
Welcome, guys.
I gotta ask, though, Ma, do you do the same thing I do, where someone lends you a pen to write something, and then you get home and you realize, shoot, I accidentally stole this pen?
Yes, I do. Terrible thing. Look at what is this? We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic error took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is the one. Take a look. Hey!
Wait.
See, she's shooting with that pistol.
It looked like that, yes?
Can you tell who's really? Can you tell who is that shooting? That is shooting?
Well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know,
See,
Are you serious?
Of course.
How do you forget? Never mind.
No, we're gonna tell the cops. I reckon so.
I reckon so.
What's that? Now, don't you all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady.
Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Now, you all can have this photo. Later. Where's the second photo?
Wait, Lotta.
You don't see I'm busy.
Tell us what you saw too, please.
Nice done, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. For the witness, and that means now the side of justice, and that means the cunt.
I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. That is a bizarre expression.
Lotta. Don't let me get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone.
Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn.
I side with justice, says the illegal camper.
She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick?
Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out at the trial tomorrow.
What? Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey.
Huh. Nick, I think Santa's mad at you.
Long time no see, Nick.
Nick? You know Santa? Wow, Nick. And Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection.
Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry! What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? Working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for my dates, you know? My girl Fiance deserves the best. Fiance? Not another model, I hope. Fiance's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea of wearing this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry.
Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice.
Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... What? No, she's not.
I'm his partner, Maya Faye. The little sister.
Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister.
No, I'm not Nick's sister. My older sister's little sister.
Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Didn't you expect to see Larry here today?
No, I did not expect to see Larry.
Did you miss him?
Yeah. You wanna know if he saw anything?
Hey, Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything?
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiance, obviously.
What kind? Okay. Apologies if anyone in chat or watching the VOD is named Fiance, but what kind of a name is Fiance?
The localizer thought it was a great name. It would have been sitting out in the heat of the cold.
I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Fiance's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model, I knew it. You know, say what you will with about Larry. He can date. He does date models. Like, that's not a small feat. He just, can't stay with them.
Oh, God, keep going. It's getting late. Come on.
Yeah. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth.
Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth?
Whoa, Nick. You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder?
How do you know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry?
Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school.
Tell me about the dog.
Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs?
Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped.
Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. Like guard dogs?
Ouch.
Samurai thing was Kianse's idea. Oh, she's my woman, He was all like, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me change that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Isn't that like copyright infringement? Or not?
Probably. No, I don't think Samurai is kind of a generic name.
True.
Something about that just seems wrong.
Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news?
The big news?
Yeah, Gordy.
Gordy? So Mr. Edwards was your classmate, Larry?
Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time.
Wow, I never knew.
Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Doesn't he all the time to be like father?
Like his father?
Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day.
Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Mr. Edwards is a prosecuting attorney.
What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee?
No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer.
Huh, go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duties in society and all that. What a bore. Wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know, Nick?
Nick? What's Gordy?
Huh? You mean you don't know? Here, at this very lake, a giant, mysterious monster. Gordy!
A monster?
Is it really the opposite, though? Halftone asks.
No. It's not really the opposite. I mean, it's in theory, you're both looking for some kind of justice in some way. You know? Most people with prosecutors ultimately become defense attorneys, so that's how they make their money in the end.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Most prosecutors just become defense attorneys?
Most prosecutors ultimately become defense attorneys because you can't. Prosecutors are public workers. They don't make a whole lot of money. You can make real money as a defense attorney,
Gotcha.
as long as you don't defend really poor people.
That's a messed up thing to say, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo.
Wow, it's really real.
Nick, a monster, a real monster.
You talking about the dinosaur in the lake, or the two horrifying eyeless creatures, in the front?
The dinosaur for sure.
Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion. followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
I wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That will be $1 million.
1 million?
Grow up, Larry. Oh. Maybe Grossberg's back. Yay, it's my turn. So, the lawyer money from least to greatest, like public defender, prosecutor, defense attorney.
I don't understand the question. So the public defender doesn't make very much money. The prosecutor doesn't make very much money, but private defense attorneys can make a lot of money. Think about it, right? They're defending people that have money. So, not, I mean, not, I mean, a lot of criminals, of course, don't have a lot of money, so they use the public defender, and they don't have a lot of money. But for those like really high profile crimes, or even just people that commit, you know, they get paid a lot of money as a defense attorney if you're not on the public as a public prosecutor, public defensor, excuse me. They can get paid a lot of money.
I guess what Halftone is asking is, is it so public defender makes the least, then prosecutors can make a little bit more, and then defense attorneys.
They're the ones that can make real money. This is the thing, right? If you're a good defense attorney, you're defending people, often who are charged with pretty intense crimes. So I don't know if you ever see the advertisements for how much it costs if, God forbid, you get stuck for DWI. A defense attorney on the DWI alone is going to be $5,000 easy, $5,000 easy, because that's how much they're gonna want to get paid.
Are you talking about those people? Are you talking about those people like, I'm Steve the Hammer Johnson, and I will protect you? You know those commercials.
Yeah, I mean there are people like that, sure, but just I mean these people that do criminal defense can do it at the high end. Believe it, there are criminal defense attorneys that defend, the people that are in organized crime too, right? And they get paid a lot of money.
But there has to be like private prosecutors, because like I see ads sometimes. But I see ads sometimes for like, oh, have you ever been hit in a car accident, or do you have or do you have or do you have mesothelioma, and because I can get you money.
Yeah, those are civil cases, and those people can make a lot of money too. Personal injury people that represent people on personal injury cases can also make a lot of money. People that represent people in car accidents, or people that represent people, God forbid, they got a cancer or from medical malpractice, they can make a lot of money too. Absolutely, but that's not criminal, right? That's just civil cases. Remember you were on jury duty? The guy who was on that attorney, he makes a lot of money.
Gotcha. I was actually thinking about that just now. Like, I wonder how that case ended up. I'll look into it after this.
They settled it.
They settled it?
I can tell you, they settled it.
Oh, you look.
Yeah, I actually spoke to him about it. But they settled it, yeah. I don't know how much they got, but they settled it.
So the trial never even went through?
Never even went through.
So all that time sitting there.
All the time.
Okay.
Happens all the time.
I mean, I got $100 out of it, so.
But it does. It happens all the time. That on the eve of trial, as they say, it settles.
And that's what happened this time. They got the jury together, they got everyone, and then they're like, by the way, it's over.
Yes, we settled, exactly. Happens all the time.
Maybe save people some time and settle sooner?
They try, but sometimes it's just the fact that there's a jury and they figure out that there's no way out. You know what I mean? Sometimes just that pressure alone kind of puts them to the end.
That's interesting.
Puts everybody at the point where okay, we got to settle this because we don't know which way it's going to go with this jury.
So basically, what you're saying right now, in terms of criminal attorneys, there's no such thing as a private criminal prosecutor.
No, the government is prosecuting.
Mm.
Right, it's always the government. The cases are actually the people against. That's what it actually says, the people.
Oh, it's always the people versus. Oh, I see. It's always the people versus blank, blank, blank. That's
Right,
interesting. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. I get a line. Ah, you're mere something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Ah, you're mere something too, are you not?
A little sister, yes.
You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know. Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? You've really grown up in the past few years, my dear. How proud Mia would be if she could see you now.
She said she was more worried about me than anything.
Oh, just go ahead and take the compliment, will you? There was a murder last night. Sorry. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edwards shot someone with a pistol. Edwards? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. Guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think you should be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man my eyesight was shot? Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond, he was a defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. Do you remember this, Ma?
Vaguely.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium.
Oh, I remember now, yes. Wait, you don't mean... Was that the medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. Spirit medium Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. Yeah, we're coming back to this. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to the charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her get out then, right, Mr. Rosberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it. DL6, never thought I'd hear that name again.
But wait. What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
I just noticed that the globe is green. In the alternate universe, turns out this is an alternate universe in which there is no water. The Earth is entirely land.
It has everything to do with Mr. Edwards, my dear. The victim of the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edwards.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this, I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother.
What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edward, what about your defense?
It's no concern of yours.
Yes, he hasn't found anyone yet. Can I ask you about the murder?
Right, I'll ask you again. Just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case. Understand?
Why did you go to Gourd Lake?
I have never telling you.
Nor apparently would you tell Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you.
Edgeworth?
It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. You've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit, I'm impressed, Wright. You're always single-minded in your work, though.
When you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident.
Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up for the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6.
So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away?
I don't know.
But I see no point in hiding anything from you now.
Very well.
Ask whatever you like and I will answer to the best of my abilities.
The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. Pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name.
And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder.
Correct.
Oh.
That spirit medium, that was my mom.
What? You mean you're...
It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end. And now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th.
December 28th?
The statute of limitation on the case runs out in 3 days. Okay. Let's talk about this.
What?
This was a murder case 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Statute of limitations. Does that exist for a murder?
Not in New York.
Does that...
No statute of limitations on murder in New York.
Is there a statute of limitations on murder anywhere?
I don't really know. I mean, I can look it up, but I probably not. For the most part, statute of limitations for murder is not a thing. But I'll look it up.
Because I understand the point of a statute of limitations. Because you don't want someone coming out and being like, oh, well, 30 years ago, you stole something from me, and just, holding up in court, not really, being able to prove either way because it was 30 years ago.
Right. No, I mean, that's the idea, is that if somebody can't defend themselves against something that happened so much time ago. And they also want a limitation on how long you can, bring legal action and that kind of stuff. But on murder, at least in New York, there is no statute of limitations. Let's see, what does this one say? What does it say?
Well, my question, Ma,
Yes.
is wouldn't that same issue be a thing? Like, wouldn't that still be an issue? Like, say someone killed someone, 60 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's no statute of limitations, but it would be nigh impossible to prove they killed someone.
Right. That's why for the most part there is no statute of limitations on murder. And according to our friends at AI, there is no statute of limitations in any state in this country on murder.
But I mean, my question is, you said there's no statute of limitations at all, but like, you couldn't.
Not on murder.
Yet you couldn't reliably prove someone killed someone 60 years ago, for example. Any and all evidence.
Sometimes they do.
They do?
Sometimes they do. Yeah, now they do, especially because now sometimes the evidence, like, they didn't have DNA 60 years ago, right? But if they have the evidence, they're able to get the DNA now they do prove stuff later and later. So that's the cold case concept, right? They prove that somebody's guilty on a cold case.
That's
60 years is a very long time, but 20 years, 30 years, they've done it. They prosecute people 20, 30 years later.
That's interesting. But I assume it would be a lot harder to prove simply because the evidence would be long gone.
Right, it is. The so-called cold cases like that are hard, right? But what's happening now is they're finding, with the scientific improvements, with investigations, they're finding ways to find out who the perpetrator is, who the criminal is, with more scientific evidence than they ever had before.
So what do you think about the idea of there being a 15-year statute of limitations on murder in this world?
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't. I'm an American lawyer, so I think there should be no statute of limitations on murder. It's permanent. I mean, murder is a permanent thing. So the victim has no future. So I think somebody should be held accountable for it whenever we can hold them accountable for it.
Interesting.
Anyway.
What?
Nick, what's that mean?
When a case's statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. Is this a good example or not real? A good description or not real?
That's not no, it means that legally they can't, nobody can be prosecuted for it. It doesn't mean it didn't happen.
3 days from today, DL6 will be closed forever.
What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. No one knows where to. Still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. Hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case.
So your father was a lawyer?
He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps.
I'd rather not talk about it. Your returner's badge? Can't say I really want to see one of those right now. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no.
But you didn't shoot him.
No, I didn't. I wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now.
I know, you want us to defend you.
Yes. Will you?
Yes, of course.
Ah, who could have guessed this day would come? Not me.
Not
This is the chance to pay you back.
Hey, I'm back.
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request, please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's that?
Earthquake! It's a big one! Wow! It's coming down. Phew, that was scary.
Good thing they chose California and not, you know, New York. Because how many earthquakes have we gotten in New York?
That's true.
Huh? Where's Edgeworth?
There. He's on the floor in the ball, shivering.
Wasn't there an earthquake in New York like a few years ago?
Earthquake? We have earthquakes sometimes. No, it's not very often.
I don't remember ever feeling one in New York. Ever.
I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. We have them. Yeah, we've got one. We had one when I was working a couple years back.
We got one earthquake like a year ago in New Jersey. It was weird. Stuff was shaking. I was in Japan. I was in Tokyo during a relatively big one here. It knocked over my Mario figurines and a deck of cards.
Well, look at the knock over the building.
No. Well, Japan is their buildings are meant to handle earthquakes.
Yeah, okay. So keep going. This Edward doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick.
Right. We have to give Edgeworth the letter of request to Detective Gumshoe.
What's going on here?
Eek.
What's wrong, Detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago saying she came to talk to y'all about after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What this all about, pal?
A lot of heart.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence.
You try to say about something the way I do my job.
No, sir. So what did Miss Hart say?
She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol.
What?
She even had a photograph to prove it.
Right, I saw it too, but you really can't tell who the photo, from the photo, who it is shooting.
That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of Mike, but it should let us see who's who.
She can do that? Oh, sorry. Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. It's great.
In any case, she's gonna be the one testifying tomorrow.
Huh? What happened to... Oh, sorry.
Other witness.
Well, apparently there was a cancellation.
A cancellation? Can that happen? You find a better witness than the one you have?
I guess.
Wouldn't you want all witnesses?
Well, yeah. They might contradict each other, so you might want to be careful.
I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who said she saw the very moment of the murder, and we got a photo taken of when the shot rang out.
I see that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case, but wait. What did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I overlooked. Sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is gonna ask the...
It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is gonna ask the state to find a sign of public defender. I'll just have to file the paperwork. Well, you've still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make you let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth.
Look what I got.
Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then.
Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I've lived here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later.
I wonder what it is with Mr. Edwards and earthquakes. I
wonder. I was never that scared of the money within school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. Transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Okay.
That was long.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to stop for today. We're going to figure out the audio issues later.
Yes.
Hopefully between now and next time.
Next week. Yes.
Next week. Yep.
Thank you guys all for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Hopefully the audio is fine. But yeah. It was a lot of fun doing this again.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week, I hope. Be good.
Yeah, have an excellent day. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Rob.
Oh yeah, that's right. Have a good night, everyone. Look,
Yeah.
time is weird. Time is an illusion. So let's quickly take a look and see who we can raid. Let's see who's online right now. I haven't raided anyone in ages.
I'll say that. Like,
Let's see. You know what? Let's go say hello to Hello Cookies. They're a good person. So let's raid. And let's go out. Thank y'all for coming. And I will be trying to stream Battle Network on Saturday your time. So if you're in America or Canada, it will be Saturday your time, Sunday for me. It's gonna be confusing, but yeah. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for coming.